Okay, now it is turned to red. So I think we are online. Just let me check once if we are online or not. Now it is. Okay, we are online. Turned to red. So I think we are online. Just let me check. It's commenting once. We are online or not. Okay, we are 100 subs. It's commenting once. Okay. Okay, guys, let's start now. Okay, the topics that we are going to cover today is custom directives. Okay, we have a Figma design that contains all the directives that are structural. See, built-in directives, structural directives. First of all, how many types of directives are there? Directives, directives, structural directive, and attribute directive. So ng class, we have understood this ng class and ng if for which is a structural directive. We have understood this also. So let's move ahead. Which is a custom directive. Component ng for ng if yes attribute directive. Okay, so we will create hover effect changes the appearance of and behavior. Right. Then we have created the selector and then if it is standalone then it is true. After that we have the directive. Okay. Component which is a component standalone true then import common module. Let's try with a simple one. Simple directive code is import. Okay, directive select directive. Mm, directives. So do we have any definition for that? User defined HTML markers, attributes, elements, classes, or comments that extend the functionality by attaching specific behavior to the DOM element. Okay, specific behavior we have. If we want to attach specific behavior, then we have this. Okay, so user defined HTML markup attributes, elements, classes, or comments that extend the functionality by attaching a specific behavior to the DOM. Alright. They are used to encapsulate reusable DOM manipulation. Okay. I didn't understand this. So do we have anything to explain it more easy? With example. Hmm. Okay, an Angular custom directive lets you create your own HTML behavior direct allows you to identify the appearance of behavior to the DOM element. A custom directive let you create your own HTML behavior. That to allow you to modify the appearance or behavior of a DOM element. Okay, so this is the best definition that I have got until now. So modify the appearance or behavior of a DOM element. Angular already has the built-in directives like ngIf, ngFor that we have understood yesterday, and ng class. But you can create your own when you need reusable behavior. There are three types of directive: component directive, structural directive, and attribute directive. Okay, structural directive we have understood. Component directive, directive with the template, basically component. Okay, I don't know, but my friend friends told me to this is component is a decorator, but we haven't seen the decorators till now. So let's continue with this and component directive with the template basically components. Okay, structural directive we have understood. Attribute directive changes the appearance or behavior of the element. Yeah, we have understood the attribute directives also. Creating your own custom directive. Okay, ng generate directive highlight. Okay, the highlight is the directive that we are making. ng gd. I think gd is the term that we have to make to create new directive. Okay, so what we are going to do here, we are going to go ahead and create your new directive. Copy, but we have this structure, all right. So give this to ChatGPT so that it will tell us on which position we have to create our new custom directive. All right. So on which area we need to our own directives. Okay. Let's ask him. Analyzing the image. Let's keep watching on it. Okay. Good question. We should create a custom Angular directive style SRC app folder, preferably in the dedicated folder. You keep okay. Yeah, app user component. Okay. So this is the thing that he's telling us that we have to make a new folder there so that we can track some things like if we are creating new custom directive and we are going to use it in different ways, different positions, then we can directly use that. So copy this and directives highlight the directive. Okay, user in the app we have to create this in the app. So to go to the app new terminal PowerShell, we don't need PowerShell, we need command prompt. Okay, delete this PowerShell. Now what we are going to do here is ng, okay, correct, gd directive and HIGHLIGHT. Is it the correct spelling? HIGHLIGHT. Okay. That.ts. Okay. That is going to make uh, this directive like directive dot. Okay. Directive name highlight dot directive dot ts file. Okay. So if I run this command, let's run this command. Okay. Create. It is created with अरे यार highlight with this highlight. Okay, delete this highlight now. No, delete this. Remove, delete this also. Yes. So we have to create a folder inside this app. So assets, we have assets in the application. We can create new folder which is named as directives. Copy new folder. So directives. In the directives, we are going to create this highlight. Okay. Rename copy path. Okay. Terminal. No. First demo. CD. Angular Git. Node public. SRC. CD app. Inside the CD app. CD inside directives. We are going to create new application nggd, and then we have highlight. Okay, now it is going to create this new two folders in, sorry, two files inside this directive. Okay, so what directives, it is directly created the directives here. I don't think so. We have to create like this. Okay, your custom directive here. All right. Okay, that's correct. Spec, we don't need spec, so delete that spec file. Delete it. Now we have highlight. So the highlight structure is like app highlight. We don't need like this. We have to use like this. Keep it like highlight. We are going to have a selector like highlight. Okay. So let's go ahead and just a minute. Highlight. Okay. Hmm. Now what we are going to do here in this highlight, inside this highlight area, we need only simple example highlight directive. This directive changes the background color when the mouse enters the element. Okay, we are going to create an element inside that. If our mouse is hover inside this, that then it is going to be uh, some things will happen. Means hover effect we are going to create. So for that highlight directive, we are going to have a selector. We have a selector, then export class highlight directive. Okay, it is export function and importing multiple elements. Directive is imported. Okay, so we have to create a constructor for that. Private el element ref el. Why we use el here? Do we need el here? Any? Okay, el. Okay, let's move ahead. Let's move ahead to create a constructor. Okay, we have constructor here, but we are getting a element. Okay, so for that el, and el is private here. Okay, private el. I don't know. Okay, element ref. We don't know what is element ref. Element ref. So it is giving us an error. That says that cannot find the name el ref. Did you mean el element? No, element will be fine. So what we have type el ref with fix date angular fix one. What is this? What we have added? No, we don't go through the Amazon queue. Highlight. So we haven't added the import here for elref. Okay, so we are going to get that elref like this. Okay, it is not going to show us an error now. So why we need that, I don't know. Because of that, we are going to take this and the duplicate new tab. We are going to ask him why we need this in import while in the constructor like this. Now it will tell us the reason why we are using this. What is ELREF? ELREF is a wrapper around the native DOM element. In Angular, it gives you direct reference to the element that is directive or component in the attached to. Okay, ELREF, it is important definition, so we are going to set it to the okay here. But we have to get this also because we are not going to have a clue if we don't have these things. Okay, in custom directive. Okay, I don't want these things to be in a single. Okay, what happened? Okay, now constructor we have to see elref what it is doing here. It is going to get us an element. Which element we need to have a hover property or anything like that. Okay, for that we are using this. So now going ahead, what is next thing that it is suggesting us to have a class. Inside that we have a constructor host listener. Okay, mouse enter, mouse leave. On mouse enter, this dot highlight yellow, and on mouse leave, okay, private highlight color. Okay, it's too confusing now. Okay, using the directive. Okay, okay, got it. Now what we are going to do here is we are going to make this highlight functionality. This highlight functionality is going to get a color as a string here. Okay, so this dot highlight, it is going to get a color as a string, and then this dot el dot we get element dot style dot background color equals to is it is going to be changed. All right. So for that we are going to create this HTML element and apply this app highlight directive, which is custom directive to that. Okay. For this, we are going to host listener. We have to have a host listener. If host listener, okay, it is also imported one. And mouse enter, mouse leave. On mouse enter, mouse leave. Okay, okay. So we are going to create this two more methods. Now where I need this inside this HTML tag, HTML element, HTML page that we have. Just copy this, copy how we are getting it, app highlight, app highlight. Okay, so directly go here and inside this we are going to paste our p tag. In the p tag we are going to set a highlight, but I'm not sure if it is coming directly or we have to get it in the ts file. Okay, so in the ts file we don't have the directive, so I'm not sure about we need to import it or we don't need to import it to get that effect. So let's go and let's see if it is correctly importing it or not. So inside this we have added the app highlight and the text is over this text, over over this text. Control V. Okay, save it. Everything else is saved. Yes, save it. Nothing is left to save. And go to our application. How it is looking. Hello Angular. Okay. Okay. Over this highlight effect. Over this highlight effect. See, because of we have this CSS to P, we are getting all P's red or color. So now we are not going to get it, and we are going to move ahead and over this, and nothing is happening. Okay, for that we are going to add a host listeners that it suggests us that you go here. We have host listeners like this. Okay, mouse enter, mouse leave. These are two methodologies, mouse enter, mouse leave, that we are going to attach it. So host listener, first of all, directly add at the rate host listener. Okay, it is directly importing. It is directly importing the host listener. Inside that, what we have here is mouse, mouse enter, en, ent enter. Okay. After that, we have to on mouse enter. Nothing we have to do. Just we enter it and on mouse enter. Mouse enter. What we need to do here? We have to suggest it. This dot highlight to yellow. This we don't have that method, but we are going to create it right away. Ah, okay. There it is ending here only. So private highlight VAT. Okay, highlight. So what we are getting here? We are getting here a color which is in the form of string. Okay, which is in the form of string. So now this dot el. So we are getting the element. Okay, this dot el. Okay, element, and inside element navigate element dot style dot navigate element dot style dot background color equals to color which is coming. Okay, so I'm not sure about these syntaxes. Okay, cl is now an object representing the DOM element where the app highlight is applied. el.navigate gives you an actual DOM element. Navigate will give you actual DOM element. Will give you actual DOM element. Give you actual DOM element. This allows you to manipulate it. Okay. Dot style. Okay. Okay. We are we're changing the style. So this syntax is common for everything. This dot el dot navigate element dot style or anything we can use here. If anything syntax is there, then I'll show you. No, there is nothing. Okay. So just a minute. Mm, all right. So inject this. We don't need this. Okay, so navigate element dot style dot background color is important thing. Style, if we change the style, then it is going to set us a color or anything like that. So on mouse over, we are going to call this function this dot highlight dot no this dot highlight dot no this dot highlight dot yellow. Okay, so which is a custom color we want to give, then we can give it right away. Host listener. Then we are going to create another host listener, open close, then mouse leave, mouse over, mouse leave. After mouse leave, what we are going to do on mouse leave, open close, clear, open close curly. Inside this, we are going to say this dot highlight dot. Mm, we are going to change apply. Is there any apply? No color. Okay. Is there any no color? So for no color, we have to set it like this also. Host listener, host listener. What is the syntax for host listener? We have to understand that also. So save it. Now, what is happening here? We have saved it. See again. Okay, everything is saved. Now, what we are going to do? We are going to check if we are entering to this and we are changing this color or not. No, there is no change in color. So let's check. Hi, it is not showing us color ng highlight over this text seed effect. Not sure why this is happening. Route of output. Okay, do we need this element to get inside this TS? Okay, let's try. Let's try with highlight. Okay, directives dot highlight. Okay, we are importing it. Save it. I don't know if it is required to our hover effect or not, but let's try. Let's try and hover on this. No, it's still not working. Okay, it is working now. See, we have to import it. We have to import it like how we are importing here. Okay. Other components also we are importing like that only. We have to use hover. Okay. Let's. Nimantra. Sorry for this. My friend just sent me one video. So, so we are imported the highlight. So that's why it was not working here. So we have to import the highlights. Let's see how it is working, how we setting or syntaxes. We don't know the syntax. Give me about the syntax we are using here. All right. Mhm. Okay. Hmm. Okay. Host listener. Mouse enter. Host listener is a decorator. Okay. At the rate we are decorating it like this, so that's why it is a decorator. So okay. It's a decorator provided by the Angular. It listens to the DOM elements on the element that DOM events on the element that hosts the directives on component. All right, we haven't get it. Host listener event name. Okay, event name. The argument that it is taking. Host listener event name. The DOM event you want to listen to, example click, mouse enter, or mouse leave. These are the events that it is going to see or listens. And arguments optional, any argument to of okay, if we want to pass the arguments, then we can pass multiple arguments here. We are telling the Angular whenever the mouse enters the element this directive is attached to, calls following. Okay. Okay, on mouse enter. On mouse enter. So on mouse enter, this is the method that will executed when the mouse enter event occurs. You can name it anything. Handle mouse enter, hover on, etc. Okay, these are the methods that are used. Okay, we have to give it our name. We can give it anything. So that's why it is telling that we can give it anything. But this mouse enter, mouse on click events, we have to set it correctly. So of after that we have mouse enter, and inside this dot highlight. Okay, any method that we have created or any function attached to this we have created, we have to pass it to this particular host listener. Okay, so now we are going to do here. So this functionality is working fine now. Let's see. If I enter on this particular section, leave tab or key tab, then it is going to give us a hover effect, and when I leave it, then it is giving us means it is giving us a hover effect. Okay. So let's continue with another thing. What we are understood here, we have a host listeners. We have to add a constructor. This is an important thing. We have to have a host listeners. We have method inside it. We have effects also. We can additionally give a parameter here, but we haven't give it here. And we have to create a method. This is a private method which can get event that we are going to create. Like this event creates a yellow color. You will see passes the yellow color, and this dot event dot now give it native element. Native element dot style dot background color. We are going to change. Like this, it is possible. So what are the other things that we can do here? Host listener event another loop another right click. Directive host listener. Directive available host listener. Context menu. Okay. So it's catching event. That event disable right click. Event mouse enter. Event dot prevent default. So right click is disabled here. Okay. Why we use event here and how that event is going to be work. So what happened?
Okay. It is
It is
stuck.
stuck.
Prevent
Prevent
disable
disable
right
right
click
click
web
web
page.
page.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
our
our
mouse
mouse
context
context
menu.
menu.
Context
Context
menu
menu
means the
is the
DOM
DOM menu
triggered
triggered
when the
when the
right
right
click.
click.
Okay.
Okay.
When
When
we
we
right
right
click
click
here,
here,
this
this
DOM
DOM element
context
context
menu.
menu.
This this
This
right click event is going to be happen. But
but
this, it is
it is
also
also an
event,
event,
so
so
that's why
that's
it
why
is
it is
telling
telling
us,
us
okay,
okay,
pass
pass
the
the
native
native
mouse
mouse
enter
and the
object to
object
the
to the
menu.
menu.
So
To
passes
passes
the
the
native
native
mouse
mouse
and
and
event
event
object to
object
the
to
menu.
the
Okay,
okay,
on
and
right
right
click
click
event,
event,
so
so
mouse
mouse
event.
event.
Okay,
Okay,
this
this
method
method
executes
executes
whenever
whenever
the
the
host
host
element
element
is
is
right
right
clicked.
click.
Okay,
Okay,
event
even
dot
the
prevent
prevent
default
default
stops
stops
the browser's
browser's
default
default
context
context
menu
menu
from the
from the
from
from
Impure.
Appeal.
You
You
can
can
add
add
other
other
actions
actions
like
like
showing the
showing the
custom
custom
menu
menu
or
or
anything
anything
to
to
pin
pin
or
or
contact.
contact.
Okay,
Okay.
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 What
What
happens
happens
behind?
behind? Mm,
Right
right
click,
click,
browser
browser
open
open
context
context
menu.
menu.
Context
Context
menu.
menu.
You have
You have
disable
disable
right
right
click.
click
Right,
and
what to do? Right
double
click
click
on
on
element
element
other
other
elements.
elements.
Okay, without the
Without the
directive
directive
done.
done,
Use second document and click globally attach the document. Okay,
okay.
so
So
you
you
can
can
disable
disable
right
right
click
click
globally
globally
by
by
attaching
attaching
a
a
listener to
listener
the
to the
document.
document.
Okay, when
When
we
we
attached
attach
document to
document to
this
this
listener,
listener,
then
then
it
it
will
will
apply to
apply
the
to the
whole
whole
application
application
or
or a
whole
whole
event
event
level,
level
like
like
that.
that.
It
It
is
is
used
used
on
on
right
right
click
click
event
event
mouse enter
center
event
event
prevent.
prevent.
Alright,
Alright,
but
but
be
be
careful.
careful.
Disabling
Disabling
default
default
browser
browser
actions
actions
can
can
frustrate the
frustrate the user.
users. So,
So
got it. So most of
most
the
of the
time it
time
is
it is
not
not
going to
going
be
to be
used.
used.
So we
We
have
have
created the
created the
custom
custom
directive
directive
and
and
we
we
have
have
applied
applied
the
the
directive
directive
to
to
our
our
application.
application.
So this
So
is the
the
directive
directive
that
that
we
we
have
have
created.
created,
The
the
method
method
that,
that
okay, host
host
listener
listener
is
is
also
also
important thing.
important.
So we have
We
to
have to
add
add
that in
in
our
our
Figma.
Figma.
And Dom
And
text will be
we
host
host
listener.
listener.
We
We
have to
have to
import
import
that
that
also.
also.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
Now
last
last
thing,
thing,
customer
customer
we
we
have
have
completed.
completed.
So
So
mm, custom
custom
directive
directive pipes,
pipes, built-in
built-in
pipes,
pipes,
custom
custom
pipes, pipes. We
we
have
have
to
to
understand
understand
these
these
three
three
bits.
bits.
Pipes in
It's in
Angular.
Angular.
So
So
what are
what
the
are the
pipes in
pipes in
Angular?
Angular?
Angular
Angular
are the powerful
about
feature
feature
that is
that
used to
runs
transform
on
data into
different
templates
templates
before
before
displaying it
displaying
to
it to
the
the
user.
user.
Think
Think
of
of
them
them
as a
as a
little
little
formatters
formatters
that
that
takes a
takes a
value,
value,
transform it,
transform it,
and
and
return to
return to
the
the
Formatted result. All right. What is pipe? Pipe is a simple function. You can use it in Angular templates to transform data. They are denoted by vertical symbol in a template. Okay, birthday or date. Like this, we are using pipe. Birthday is a date object. Date is a built-in pipe. That formats date in the usable form. Date is a built-in pipe. Uppercase, lowercase, currency, percent, JSON, slice. Okay, okay, okay. So one by one we are going to understand these things. So for that, what is pipe? What is pipe? We are going to go to the Figma design, create new definition. Oh, create new functionalities. Yeah, what is pipe? What happened? Okay, custom narratives. Behind that, we are going to add this, and we have the definition also for the custom pipe. Okay, simple function you can use in the Angular template to transform data that is denoted by just used to transform the data. Okay, so we are using this. A birthday is a date object. Date is a built-in pipe that formats the date in the its current form. Okay, so like that we are using it. So the next thing is the next thing now. Date, uppercase, lowercase, currency, person, JSON, slice. By one we are going to understand. Okay, currency over uppercase, lowercase. Just copy this. Go inside our code. In the HTML page we have, and just copy paste this. Save it. Go to our mobile application. Now what happened? Birthday does not exist. But oh, got it. Birthday does not exist. So copy this. In the VS file, we have to add the birth date equals to save it. What happened now? Okay. December 12, 2012. We are getting this as a format. Okay. So, mm, so these are the built-in pipes. So that's why it is giving us result like this. Euro currency. It's converting that to the currency. Euro sign. Hello world. We are making uppercase. Date. Okay. Like this we are using default date. If we are using, see, default, we are using default, then it is giving us a Wednesday and everything. But now suppose we are just using date, like how it is used, then what it is going to give us? Date December 12, 2012. Okay, got it. How it is giving us. Now what we are going to do, where we have these functionalities. See this, what we have understood here. Date we have understood. Format date. Only we use date. Okay. We have to give us a date which is there inside our application or in the VS file. And to format it, we have used date, which is inbuilt pipe. Hello world, which is the message that we are giving, and we are making it uppercase. Currency we are giving it and make it euro currency. Okay. So date completed uppercase, it's not completed, currency lowercase. Let's make it a lowercase. Lowercase. Go to application. Yes. So what we have, okay, what we have done, we're going to get these and set it inside. Yes, save. Now we have to get a small case. Yes, we are passing it uppercase and we are getting lowercase here. Okay, which is built in pipe that we have used. Next is percent. Okay, percent. Is there any percent types? That we have amount, currency, USD, symbol, uppercase. Okay. Okay, multiple pipes. So we can use also to make it uppercase to the euro currency. Can we make it like add something? Hello, Siri. Can we use it like that? No, we cannot use like that. We don't have a single data. Got it. Now, what we are going to do here, we can use multiple pipes like currency, USD, symbol, uppercase, amount. We have currency, USD, symbol, uppercase. Custom type, it is custom type. No, we are not going to go through the custom types for now. We will do this multiple types first. Everything is left. Percent JSON slice. Example, percent is okay. Percent. Okay, we can create which is 0. Make it percent, percentage, 0. Okay. So we are setting this percent to this TS file. What we have completion rate, which is 0.756. Okay, this is the completion rate. Now what we are going to do here, we are going to set this completion rate inside this HTML template, and we are going to make it as percent type. Okay, percent is a pipe that we know custom component completion rate that we have inside TS file. Save it. Anything else is not saved here? Yeah, it is not saved, so save it. Now what we are getting here is percentage. You can see here. Okay, percentage we are getting. Now what are the things here? Okay, percentage is to 1.1 hyphen 2. Okay, 1.1, one digit before decimal. Okay, one digit before decimal, 1 2 after decimal. Not calculate. Okay,
Okay.
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 Minimum
Minimum,
minimum
minimum
integer
integer
digit.
digit.
Minimum
Minimum
number of
number of
digits
digits
before the
before the
decimal.
decimal.
Minimum
Minimum
fraction
fraction
digit.
digit.
Minimum
Minimum
number of
number of
fraction
fraction
digit
digit
after
after
fraction
fraction
digit.
digit.
Minimum
Minimum
fraction
fraction
digit.
digit,
Minimum
minimum
digits.
digits.
So
So
one,
one,
at
at
least
least
one
one
digit
digit
before
before
decimal.
decimal.
Like
Okay.
this. Hmm. Okay.
Okay.
1.1,
1.1,
5.2.
5.2.
Custom
Custom
percent
percent.
75.60.
75.60.
So
So
default
default
percent
percent
76.
76.
Angular
Angular
default
default
rounding.
rounding.
Okay, it
Okay,
is
it is
round up
round up
and give
and
us
give
a
us a
value,
value.
but we
But we
don't
don't
need
need
that.
that.
And
And
custom
custom
percent
percent
75.50.
75.50.
One
One
digit
digit
minimum
minimum
before
before
decimal.
decimal.
After
After
decimal
decimal
one
one
or
or
two
two
digit
digit
after
after
decimal.
decimal.
Okay.
Okay.
Two
Two
digit
digit minimum.
okay.
Okay.
Zero
Digit
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 before
before
decimal.
decimal.
So
So
if it
if
is
it is
5, then
5, then
it will
it
give us a
becomes
2.5.
2.5.
Okay.
Okay.
Two
Two
digit
digit
before
before
decimal.
decimal.
Okay.
Okay.
Before
Before
this,
this,
before
before
this
this
dot
dot
sign
sign
or a
or a
decimal,
decimal,
and
and
after
after
this
this
decimal.
decimal.
Like this
Like
it
this
is
it
going
is
to
going to
give us.
go.
So
So
two
two
digit
digit
before
before
decimal.
decimal,
Like
like
this.
this.
If
If
it is
it is
5,
5,
then
then
0.5 it
0.5
is
it
going to
is
zero
0,
five it is
5
going
it
to
is going to
create.
create.
Okay.
Okay.
And
And
minimum
minimum
digit
digit
after
after
decimal.
decimal.
Minimum two
Minimum two
digits
digits
after
after
decimal.
decimal.
Minimum three
Minimum three
digits.
digits.
Okay,
Okay,
5
5,
0
0,
0,
0,
and
and
maximum
maximum
4
4
digits.
digits.
Okay, if
Okay, if
there are
there are
5
5
digits
digits
after
after
this,
this,
then
then
it is
it
going
is
to
going to
make it
make it
4.
4.
Okay, this,
It,
yeah,
yeah,
that's it.
that's it.
We
We
have
have
understood
understood
this
this
example
example
for
for,
but
but
to
to
add
add
that
that
here.
here.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
why we
while
have
we have
added
added
that
the
percent.
person.
Okay, percent we
Person
have
we have
added
added,
percent.
and
We are
we are
getting the
getting the
percent
person
from
from
there.
there.
And
And
if
if
we
we
want
want
like
like this,
this, then
then
we
we
can
can
set it
set it
like
like
this.
this.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
for
for
that
that,
we
we
are
are
setting the
setting the
figma
figma
one
one
digit,
digit,
two
two
digit
digit
before
before,
and
and
three
three
or
or
four
four
digit
digit
after.
after.
Okay,
Okay,
yes, so now it
now it
works.
works.
Okay,
Okay,
JSON
JSON
by
by
abbreviation by
abbreviation by
convert the
convert the
object
object
or
or
array
array
into the
into the
JSON
JSON
string
string to
for
for
debugging or
debugging or
display.
display. Debugging or display. This is not in objective
Object
or
array
array
uses. So what
So
we
what we
have
have
here,
here,
user.
user.
What
But
in the
in the
user,
user,
what
what
we
we
have,
have
and
and
in
in
the
the
TS
TS
file.
file.
Okay,
Okay.
as
as
in
a
we
user we
have
have
name,
name,
age,
age,
and
and
skills,
skills,
multiple
multiple
skills.
skills.
It is
It
an
is an
array.
array.
So
So
what
what
it is
it is
going to
going to
do,
do,
makes a
makes the
user
user
data
data
as a
as a
JSON.
JSON
Okay.
object.
So
So
copy
copy
this,
this,
go
go
here,
here,
save it
save it
first,
first,
go on
go
the
on the
HTML
HTML
page,
page, where
we
we
save it.
save it.
Now
Now
what
what
it is
it is
going to
going to
give
give
us?
us?
Let's
Let's
see.
see.
Okay, it
Okay,
is
it is
going to
going to
give
give
us
us
a
a
JSON.
JSON.
Okay,
Okay,
CT
CT
value you
value
can
you
see.
can see.
Okay, the
Okay, skill.
skills. So into
So
that we
that
have
we have
multiple
multiple
skills.
skills.
So it
So
is
it is
giving
giving
us
us
a
a
JSON
JSON
result.
result.
So
So
yeah,
yeah,
okay. What's the
that's
main
the
thing
main thing
here?
here.
It is
It's
converting it
converting
to
it to
JSON.
JSON.
You can
You
see
can see
here.
here.
Good for
Here's a
quick
quick
inspecting
setting
object in
object
the
in the
template.
template.
Got
Got
it.
it.
So
So we
don't
don't
need
need
this.
this. We don't use this
Mostly in
mostly
our
in our
application,
application,
but
but
we have
we
to
have to
understand. We
understand.
have
We
to
have to
know
know
what that
what that
is.
is. Okay.
Is there
Is there
anything
anything
left?
left
After
after
JSON, I
JSON? I
think
think
something
something is a slice.
slice. Okay,
Okay,
slice,
slice,
slice.
slice.
Nice. Got
Got
it.
it.
Date
Okay,
JSON
JSON,
slice.
slice.
Yes. Well,
And
it
it
starts
has
a
a
portion of
portion of
string or
string or
it. Portion of string
string
or
or
an
an
array.
okay.
Okay,
Okay,
go on
component,
until export
good class,
class and component.
component.
Okay,
Okay,
moving
this will go
and message.
message like
Yes,
this.
color we
Color
have
we have
multiple
multiple
colors and
colors and
messages
messages
also.
also.
The
In the
TS
TS
file we
file
are
we
going
are
to
going to
set it.
set it.
Trolley,
Slowly,
maybe
maybe
we
we
have
have
multiple
multiple
color.
color,
Okay,
okay, color
and
and
message.
message.
Save.
Save it.
Is there
Is there
any
an
error?
error?
No.
No.
So
So
first
first
three
three
colors. Colors
colors
slice
slice
03
zero 3
and
and
message.
message
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 also we
also
can
we can
slice like
slice
that.
like that only.
So
So
copy
copy
this
this
and
and
inside
inside and
paste
paste
in the
in the
TS
TS
file.
file.
What it
What
is
it is
going to
going
do?
to do?
It is
It
going
is
to
going to
slice
slice
first
those
three
three
colors
colors
and
and
okay
okay,
zero.
zero.
Slice
Slice
3.
three.
What is
What is
zero?
zero?
That
What is
is 3
three
here.
here?
First
First
three
three
colors
colors.
red
Red, yellow,
message
message
like
like
this.
this.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
save it.
save it.
We have
We have
saved it
saved it
and
and
giving
we'll
the
have
first three
first three
colors
colors
like
like
red,
red,
green,
green,
blue.
blue. We
Are
are
getting
getting
these
these
three
three
colors.
colors.
Zero,
Zero,
0 and
zero, and
3.
three.
First three
First three colors.
colors. Okay.
Okay.
But
But in
message I
message
can
I can
understand
understand
from
from
zeroth
zero
location
location to
first
first
we
we
have
have
one
one,
zero
zero,
one
one,
two
two,
three
three,
four
four,
five
five, six.
six. Okay,
Okay,
from
from
sixth
sixth
position
position
to
to
uh,
uh,
7,
7,
8,
8,
9,
9,
10,
10,
11,
11,
12,
12,
30.
30.
Until
Until
30,
30,
I
I
need
need this.
this. Okay,
Okay,
slice
slice
from
from
to
to
this.
this.
Okay, we
Okay,
can
we
get
can
it.
get it.
Okay,
Okay,
like
like
that
that
only we
only
have
we have
array
array
also.
also.
Hmm.
Hmm. Okay.
Now I got
Now,
it. Start
start
with
with
6
6
and
and
end
end
on
on
30.
30.
Okay,
Okay,
we
we
have
have
like
like
that.
that.
So
So
copy
copy
this,
this
start
and
slowly
slowly
save it,
save it.
start
Start
on
on this
this, and on
and then
this. So
so
start on
start on
0th
zero
location.
location.
Okay,
Okay,
go
go
until
until
third.
third.
One,
One,
two,
two,
three. Until
until
third
third
means
means
these
these
three
three
only.
only.
Okay,
Okay,
so
so
save it.
save.
Now
Now
we
we
have
have
something
we
what
have
red.
red.
What
What
happened?
happened?
Is there any error here? No,
No,
there is no error. Let me see. Starting it, it's not
not
showing.
showing.
Okay,
Okay,
let's compile it
compile it
again.
again.
Let me see.
Okay, and
So
here.
let's okay now
Now
let's run it
run it
again.
again.
Okay, we
Okay,
can
we can
see the
see the
angle.
angle.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
from
from
where to
where to
start,
start,
where to
where to
end,
end,
we
we
will
will
have
have
this.
this.
Okay, now
Now
the
the
last
last
topic,
topic
which
which
is
is
the
the
last
last
topic,
topic,
custom
custom
pipes. Creative pipes we
types
have
we have
understood.
understood,
Custom
custom
pipes
types
we
we
need to
need to
understand.
understand.
Custom
Custom
pipes
types
something like that.
like that.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, like
Like
that
that
only,
only,
directives
directly
only.
only,
We have to
we have to
create a
create a
custom
custom
pipes.
pipes.
But
There
we
could
have
be
different
different
things
things
inside
inside
this.
this
Engine model,
model,
Christian
Christian
pipe.
pipe.
Okay,
Okay.
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Let's make
Let's make
sure.
sure
Super
super
simple
simple
and
and
easy
easy
to
to
understand
understand
example.
example.
For
For
custom
custom
pipes in
pipes in
Angular,
Angular,
we
we
will
will
create a
create a
pipe
pipe
reverse
reverse
a
a
string.
string.
This
This
is a
is a
very
very
simple
simple
and
and
easy to
easy to
test.
test.
So
So
we
we
have
have
pipe
pipe
transform,
transform,
pipe
pipe
reverse,
reverse,
assemblies,
assemblies,
transform.
transform.
We
We
have a
have a
value
value
which is
which is
coming as
coming
a
as a
string.
string.
String
String
is a
is a
return
return
type.
type.
If
If
value
value
returns
returns
nothing,
nothing,
okay,
okay,
value
value
is
is
getting
getting
nothing,
nothing,
then
then
it is
it is
returning
returning
nothing.
nothing.
What it
What
is
it is
going to
going to
return?
return?
The
The
value
value
dot
dot
split.
split.
Cross
Cross
split,
split,
split
split,
this,
this,
reverse,
reverse,
the
the
join
join
X.
X. This,
Okay,
okay.
these are
These
the
are the inbuilt
methods
methods
that it
that
is
it is
giving
giving
us,
us,
and
and
then
then
we have
we
to
have to
import them.
import them.
So
So
for
for
this
this
also
also
we
we
need to
need to
nggp,
nggp,
and
and
then
then
this name,
listening,
pipe
pipe
transform,
transform,
pipe
pipe
transform
transform
class
class,
elements,
elements,
pipe
pipe
transform.
transform,
No,
no,
no, no,
no,
no.
no, no.
So
So
how
how
can we
can we
create?
create?
We
We
have
have
ngg
ngg
gp
gp
like
like
that
that
only.
only.
So
So
where
where
we are
we
going
are
to
going to
create a
create a
pipe
pipe
like
like
this
this
only,
only,
directive
directive,
we are
we are
going to
going to
create
create
new
new
folder
folder,
PIES.
PIEF.
Right
Right
inside
inside
that we
that
are
we are
going
going to
to go
go
cmd
cmd
cd
cd
dot
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 coming
coming
back
back
cd
cd
directives
directives
pipes.
pipes.
Okay,
Okay.
nggp.
nggp.
Then
Then
what is
what
the
is the
pipe
pipe
name?
name?
what
So
we
we
have
have
given
given the
like
Python,
my
my
pipe.
Python.
No,
No,
not
not
that.
that way. Reverse,
Reverse. Reverse
reverse
pipe.
pipe.
Okay,
Okay, this is the name.
implements
Implements,
pipe
pipe
transform
transform,
v
V,
enter.
enter.
So we
So
are
we are
going to
going to
create a
create a
new
new
pipe.
pipe.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
this is
this
the
is the
pipe that
pipe
we
that we
have
have
created.
created.
We
We
don't
don't
need
need
TS
TS
file
file
for
for
now.
now. We are not
Testing.
testing it.
So we
So we
get
get
inside
inside
this
this
transform
transform
value
value
labels.
labels.
Okay. So
So
just
just
delete
delete
this.
this.
We
We
don't
don't
need
need
that
that
for
for
now.
now.
Transform.
Transfer.
Okay.
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 Okay. When we need
That
that
value
value
unknown
unknown.
string
String
arguments
arguments
multiple
multiple
arguments
arguments
unknown
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 return
return
types
types
return null.
return null.
So
So
what
what
it
it
is
is
giving
giving
us
us
value
value
which
which
is
is
unknown.
unknown.
We are
We are
going to
going to
give
give
it
it
a
a
string
string
only.
only.
Anything
Anything
else we
else we
don't
don't
need it.
need it.
Delete
Delete
that.
that.
And
And
we are
we are
going
going
to
to
set,
set,
or we
or
are
we are
going to
going to
give
give
it a
it a
string.
string.
Means
Means
its
its
return
return
type is
type is
going to
going
be
to be
string.
string.
If
If
we
we
don't
don't
have
have
anything
anything
inside
inside
this
this
value,
value,
okay,
okay,
if
if
it is
it is
nothing
nothing
inside
inside
this
this
value, we
value,
are
we
not
are not
giving
giving
anything.
anything.
The
The
return
return
type
type
is
is
going to
going to
be
be
null
null
or
or
empty string.
empty string.
Otherwise,
Otherwise,
we are
we are
going to
going to
return
return
value,
value,
split it
split it
first,
first,
split
split
it.
it.
If
If
there
there
is
is
a
a
space,
space,
reverse
reverse
it,
it,
then
then
join it
join it
with the
with the
space.
space.
Then
Then
we
we
split it
split it
with the
with the
space.
space
Yes,
here,
not
not
space,
space,
empty,
empty,
and
and
reverse it.
reverse it.
So
So,
what
what
we
we
have
have
here,
here,
we have
we have
created
created
a
a
pipe.
pipe.
We have
We have
created
created
this
this
pipe
pipe
to
to
reverse
reverse
a
a
string.
string.
So
So,
inside
inside
ng
ng
model,
model,
we have
we
to
have to
add
add
this
this
pipe,
pipe,
reverse
reverse
pipe.
pipe.
We
We
need
need
to
to
import it
import it
inside
inside this
this comma.
comma.
Uh,
Uh,
reverse
reverse
pipe.
pipe.
So
So
we have
we have
added
added
that
that
reverse
reverse
pipe
pipe
inside
inside
this.
this.
We are
We are
going to
going to
set a
set a
value.
value
Uh,
uh,
equals
equals
to
to
hello
hello
world.
world.
Save it.
Save it.
Reverse
Reverse
value, we
value,
are
we are
going to
going to
copy
copy
it
it.
and
And
inside
inside
HTML,
HTML,
we
we
are
are
going
going
to
to
create
create
one
one
p
p
tag.
tag.
Inside
Inside
p
p
tag,
tag,
message
message, open curly,
open
open curly
braces,
braces,
and we
and we
have
have
this.
this.
Okay,
Okay,
so it
so
is
it
going
is
to
going to
give
give
us a
us a
method,
method,
and we
and we
have
have
what we
what
have
we have
here.
here.
First of
First
all,
of all,
we are
we are
going to
going to
see
save
of
of
Angular
Angular
application
application
reverse
reverse
message
message
hello
hello
world.
world.
So
So
we are
we are
going
going
to
to
add
add
our
our
pipe that
pipe
we
that
have
we have
created,
created,
which
which is
is which
which is
is pipe,
by
a
a
reverse
reverse
pipe.
pipe.
So
So
inside
inside
this
this
HTML,
HTML,
we are
we are
going
going
to
to
save
save
it
it
like
like
this.
this.
Save it.
Save it.
Now
Now
what we
what
are
we are
going to
going to
get?
get?
Okay,
Okay,
no
no
pipe
pipe
found
found
with the
with the
name
name
reverse
reverse
pipe.
pipe.
Alright. We
We
need
need
to
to
make it
make it
large or
large or
small,
small,
anything
anything
like
like
that.
that.
We
We
need
need
to
to
do.
do it.
Okay,
Okay,
reverse
reverse
pipe
pipe, directives,
directives.
detail,
Directives.
the
Browser
browser
module.
module.
Okay.
Okay,
So
so
inside
inside
this we
this
have
we
to
have to
declare our
declare our
pipe.
pipe.
US
US
pipe
pipe
selected.
selected.
Now
Now
let's
let's
check
check
if
if
it is
it is
giving
giving us
us or
or
not.
not.
At the
At the
moment it
moment
is
it is
not
not
giving
giving
us.
us.
So we
So
have
I've
added
added this
this, and
and
we
we
have
have
it
it
a
reverse
reverse value
value
value.
and low.
Okay,
Okay,
no
no
pipe
pipe
found.
found.
To
To
create a
create a
custom
custom
pipe,
pipe,
then we
then
have
we
to
have to
add
add
add it
add it
like
like
this,
this,
export it,
export it,
this
this
copy,
copy,
username.
username.
This is how
This is
we
how
are
we are
using it.
using it.
But
But
if we
if we
have
have
created this
created this
custom pipe,
custom pipe,
we
we
have to
have to
in the
in the
app
app
dot
dot
ps
ps
file
file
to
to
use
use
it
it
inside
inside
your
your
come
come
would
with
also
also
need
need
to
to
use
use
it.
it.
Okay,
Okay,
import it.
import it.
Mm,
Mm,
is there
is there
anything
anything
else
else
we
we
left
left
here?
here?
Transform.
Transform.
Explain
Explain
the
the
syntax
syntax
of
for
it.
it.
Okay,
Okay,
import
import
by
by
transform
transform
interface
interface
that
that
requires
requires
the
the
class to
class to
have a
have a
transform
transform
method,
method,
which is
which is
where
where
actual
actual
transform
transform
logic
logic
goes.
goes.
So the
So the
class
class that
reverse
was
identifier
depends
class
depends on
class
class
make it
make it
available
available
outside
outside
this
this
pipe.
pipe.
Implements the
Implement the
pipe
pipe
transform,
transform
ensures
ensures
that the
that the
following
following
pipe
pipe
transform
transform
interface
interface
available
available in
forwards
forwards
that you
that you
have
have
transformed.
transformed.
Okay,
Okay,
transform the
transform the
required
required
method
method
for the
for the
pipe.
pipe.
Specific
Required method
method
for
for
the
the
pipe
value
value
that inputs
inputs
value
value. We are
value.
going to
Okay,
check. Right?
then
Then
string the
string the
method
method
returns a
returns a
string
string
the
the
transform
transform
value.
value.
Okay,
Okay,
if
if
not
not
valid,
value,
then
then
return
return
nothing.
nothing.
Okay,
Okay,
got it.
but
We have
we have
everything
everything
that is
that is
needed
needed
here.
here.
Right
Right now,
but
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 transform
transform
and value
value.
set.
So
Okay,
okay,
so
so
that's
that's
it.
it.
We have
We have
created our
created our
own
own
pipes.
pipes,
Pure
pure
versus
versus
impure
impure
pipes.
pipes.
We are
We
going
are
to
going to
discuss it
discuss it
in our
in our
next
next
live.
live.
So
So
yes,
yes,
we are
we
going
are going
to
to
close this
close this
live
live
for now,
for now
since
since
we
we
don't
don't
have that
have that
much of
much of
reach,
reach
and
and
we
we
don't
don't have
until
until
now
now
there are
there are
17
17
people
people
watching,
watching
but
and
there is
there is
only
only
one
one
person
person that is
watching this
watching this
video.
video and
17
17
have
have
watched
watched
some
some
part of
part of
this
this
video.
video.
Okay,
Okay.
so
So
thanks for
thanks for
watching.
watching.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for
liking this
liking this
video.
video.
There is
There
one
is
like
one like
to this
to this
video.
video.
So
So
thanks for
thanks for
like
like
and
and
for
for,
thanks for
thanks for
watching this
watching this
video.
video.
like, share, and
and
subscribe to
subscribe
my
to my
channel.
channel.
We'll
We'll
see
see
other
other
things
things
in the
in the
next
next
video.
video.
Okay,
Okay,
thank you.
thank you.